And we're back, folks, for round one. We are playing Polar Bear 1722. And I'm pretty excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. Hopefully we get a good hand. Hand is decent. We got a Jeskai Sage. We have Mystic of the Hidden Way. We have Pyrotechnics. I like it. I think we'll keep. We're on the draw. We have all of the lands we could ever want, I think. So, I like being on the draw with our deck. Especially if we're going to keep drawing those. But that's okay. Now we have 2 islands, 3 mountains. We can play our Pyrotechnics, play pretty much everything we have. Feel pretty good about that. Yeah. Have our nice little speed bump in the form of our Jeskai Sage. Mountain was not such a sweet draw, but that's okay. Do have the Sage, though. He reminds me of Oni from Shaolin Showdown. The little bald monk dude used to walk around on his hands. Or on his 2 fingers, I should say. Ah, so he has a Singing Bell Strike to tap down our Jeskai Sage. Alright. Very good, then. So he fears the Sage. What it means. Well, let's see what we draw. Hopefully it'll be something good. It's definitely something. Whisk Away is going to be useful later on in this game, I think. But we're going to play a Morph creature here. And then we're going to end turn. Eventually we'll be able to untap Jeskai Sage and then 2-for-1 our opponent. Probably by blocking. Little does he know that he has just given Jeskai Sage pseudo-vigilance. I'm going to assume this is a creature, and it is. Which is fine. Not too worried about it. I think we're just going to unflip Mystic of the Hidden Way. We're going to get in for some beats. And then we're going to have Pyrotechnics next turn. Plus Whisk Away. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best plan here. We're going to get there on the back of this Mystic. Or we could simply play this. We play Lotus Path Dision. Now this is interesting. I think... I don't want to offer the trade. I think we're just going to play Lotus Path Dision and then pass. Because then next turn, he doesn't have enough to... He has enough to unmorph it if he wants to. But I'm not going to take it. I mean, I'm just going to take the damage, so I doubt that he does unmorph this. This is something like a Snowhorn Rider. And we do know that there are Snowhorn Riders in the draft because we passed 2 or 3 of them. So what we're going to do is if he swings, we're going to take it. Chances are he resolves another 2 or 3 drop spell. If this is another morph, we're just going to Pyrotechnics. And then, yeah, that's awesome for us. So now we get to Pyrotechnics, kill 2 morphs. And then hit him for 5. Which is actually insane. Yeah, Pyrotechnics just seems like it wins the game, pretty much. Now, if he's got something like whatchamacallit, Disdainful Stroke, we're in trouble. We're not in trouble, but I'm definitely doing this. Two to each morph, good sir. We'll do there. And there. Now he could have Force Away. He could have a Combat Trick for 2 mana. Well, one of them is Carrier Spell Snatcher, which you can't actually untap. The other one is Snowhorn Rider. Well, it's good to know that he has a Spell Snatcher. I'm going to write that. I'm going to write that one down because that's actually really powerful. And then, of course, we are going to hit him for 5. And I don't think we... Well, I shouldn't say we don't lose now. But we're definitely in an awesome position. Because next turn we just unflip Mystic of the Hidden Way and we leave Whisk Away up. And we just keep beating in for a lot each turn. Our opponent's deck was particularly slow. So that might be the cause of it. But in any case, we have drawn 7 land, which means there's only 10 land left in the deck and 18 spells. So if he doesn't do something very soon, whenever a permanent you control is face up, if it is a creature, you may have it fight target creature you control. Well, that's an issue. Temur Battle Mage is very powerful. And probably needs to be dealt with now. I think we can deal with it by using Whisk Away. Actually, we can't utilize it by using Whisk Away. Huh. Well, that's a problem, because if that's a creature, he gets to fight it. I don't think it matters. I think we're going to flip up Mystic anyway, and then just crash in for 5. I like that plan. I like that plan better than like our other options. So we've pretty much drawn land every time thus far, which is par for the course. I don't think it yeah, Temur War Shaman's very powerful. That ends the games. I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't know of too many 6-drops that actually recover you from pyrotechnics, but that's definitely one of them. However, if he does flip up the card, it takes mana for him to do that. And then if he fights like Lotus Path Vision or something, that's okay. I'm assuming this is like this is a Yeti. Yeah, Yeti fights the Dision. That's fine. And then we're going to Whisk Away Yeti. Yeah. Yep. And we're going to use Whisk Away on Yeti. Zoom. Yeti goes to the top, which is great. We're going to Whisk Away the Yeti to the magical Yeti paradise of Yetidom. We're going to take 4 here, which is fine. And then that means we know that he's guaranteed to draw a Yeti, which I'm okay with. If we don't draw something soon, however, we're going to be in trouble. Naturally. Naturally. Now the question is, do I untap Jeskai Sage and swing in for 3? Does that affect my clock at all? No, I think I just swing in for 3 here. And then if Jeskai Sage dies, then he dies. It's a 4-turn clock either way. I'd rather essentially 1 for 1, or 2 for 1 our opponent, force him to lose his Singing Bell Strike, and then have me draw something. Yeah, this is nuts. Yeah. But that's okay. We'll be alright, I think. There are so many things in our deck that let us win this game. We also have to note that he has Yeti in hand. And what do we have in our deck that helps us beat Temur Battle Shaman? That is not the deck folder. Here is the deck folder. Well, we have an Icy Blast. We had a Pyrotechnics. There's a lot that does it. And we'll block. I'm glad that he didn't he didn't play something else prior to combat. Yep. Alright, so we don't take any damage. We draw a card from Jeskai Sage dying. Lotus Path Vision seems pretty good. We know he draws a Yeti. Alright, so one of the cards in hand is a Yeti. It seems decent. That seems really decent. Alright, he could have Pyrotechnics as well. I'm trying to think of what kills us. Pyrotechnics kills us. We're going to swing for 3 here, and then we're going to play Lotus Path. What is happening? Okay, so then let's go ahead and we'll play the Lotus Path Dision, and then we're going to go ahead and play a Morph as well. And this way, we can kill him next turn if he has something else. I'm going to leave up. Oh, what is this? Does he have a Disdainful Stroke? Does he have Cancel? He has Cancel. Well, that's good to know that our opponent has Cancel. That seems really sketchy in a 3-color deck, honestly. Which is fine. So he's Cancel and he's Keru Spell Snatcher, so if I have any 2-drops, they're definitely coming into battle. It might actually behoove me to put that Einok Bonkin back in. Now, as long as he doesn't kill any of my morphs, I win, and we know that he has Yeti in hand. So we actually, unless he draws a kill spell, we win. That seems good. He's got Yeti, he's got Cancel, he's got tons of good stuff. Yeah. Alright. We're probably going to side in our Force Away here. And the question is it a burn spell? It's not. Alright, well that's game. That's good. I'm just going to take, we just take 8 to the chest here and we're doing just fine. Yeah, Temur War Shaman seems good. Seems very good. We're not even going to show him the Icy Blast. We're just going to tap 3. Flip up Mystic of the Hidden Way. And we go to game 2. All right. So that seems pretty good. All right, yeah, our opponent's deck seems very, very slow. Which means I am going to put some stuff in here that helps us win that game. Temur Battle Rage actually seems pretty good. Oh, no, it doesn't. I thought Temur Battle Rage gave +2/+2, and it doesn't. Aerostorm to Kin. Aerostorm slow 2. So what do I want? I want Bloodfire Expert, and then I want a second Force Away. I don't have my second Force Away. That's okay. We can add that after the game. What doesn't do well against our opponent here? Riverwheel Aerialist, Sultai Skullkeeper, Thousand Winds, right into Being. Does that not do well against our opponent? I want another creature, and I want a low drop creature. No, I know this is good. I have to put the Force Away back in the deck, which is the annoying thing. For some reason, it didn't register when we were doing our sideboarding. But that's perfectly acceptable. No, I can't keep this. Gotta tell our friends and fans when tournaments start. Okay, so now we still have no land. We just have to mulligan again. That's annoying, but okay. Sure. That's fine. We'll keep this. This could be very bad. I need to go like land right into being, I guess. I foresee this being a painful game. Yeah, that's sad. All right, well. We do have stuff. So like if we draw if we draw 2 land, we're in business. That makes it a little bit easier with Dragon's Eye Savants. So we can just play Dragon's Eye Savants if we draw land. If we don't draw land, we can cry deeply. So, there is that. Crying deeply is often an excellent plan. Highland game. It is the gamiest of Highlands. So let's see if we get a land here. And we do. Not the right kind, but that's okay. It's still a land. And I am okay with that. Because at least now we can play a card. Not many cards. We can play a card. And the rest of our stuff is pretty cheap too. I mean, Misfire Adept is pretty awesome. The quieter the skies, the calmer the mind. I feel pretty calm right now. For being a dude. Now, he's got cancel mana. I mean, the most annoying thing he could do would be to leave up cancel. But if he does, I'm going to run Dragon's Eye Savants headlong into it and just not care. I mean, like, if he wants to cancel my 06, he can. I guess there's a case if I draw a land for letting him cancel right into being. Yeah, he has cancel. Bring on the cancel, dude. Let's go. I'm not going to play stuff. Yep. Not even going to bother doing the rest of it. We know you've got cancel. You had 2 islands and a mana up on turn 3. You've got cancel. Eventually we will hopefully hit our 3rd land. Because then right into being is going to be pretty great for us because we can get whatever land that we want, and then if it's like a high cost card like an Aven Surveyor, I can just put it into play as a 2/2. I can trade it for this dude, this Highland game. I may just Whirlwind Slam this Dragon's Eye Savants and stop getting wailed on for a while. I think I'm going to do that. Although, if I do right into being, I can ensure a 4th land drop. Yeah, that seems fine. See if he has another cancel. He knows. He knows. He just said the reading response. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at 2 cards from our library. Play one face down. And we'll play the other face down. Now, if they're both lands, that's great. 2 card library. I'm going to manifest one of them. The island is going to be the manifested one. This is going to deck top. Make a note to be polite to our opponent. And we're going to end our turn. Okay. So now we've got stuff. If he hasn't been doing anything, he's probably just slow rolling us, which is weird. Oh look, it's the land that we knew was there. Well, let's play a Misfire Adept here. See if he's got a counterspell. See if we don't run into some calm skies. Or if we get canceled to the face. Alright, so he did his 5th land drop, which means now he's in Yeti range. He's also, if he draws Temur War Shaman off the top, he can do that. Now I do have Icy Blast, which does trigger Prowess and then would tap down all of his guys, which is pretty sweet if I decide to do that. I mean, Sage Eye Savants is great. Alright, so he just decides not to do anything at all this turn? Did he just keep a handful of land? Is that what happened? Alright, well, we'll swing 2. I mean, if he wants to trade Highland Game for it, that's fine. I'm not going to swing in Misfire Adept when I don't have the stuff to do it. Trade is good. Trade is love. Trade is life. Alright. And I'm going to resolve a Morph. I'm going to resolve my Mystic of the Hidden Way, because I want to have Dragon's Eye Savants because it counters every good thing that he has, essentially. And if I play Mystic of the Hidden Way, if I draw land, I can simply unmorph this and play Dragon's Eye Savants in the same turn, which is exactly what this deck wants to do. So that's I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with how we're doing on 5 cards. Now, granted, our opponent had a pretty slow draw, it looks like. But even so, I feel pretty happy about it. It's going down for real. Also, the other reason to play the Morph was because I just simply didn't want to be... I'm sorry, not the Morph. Lotus Path Dision. The reason I didn't just play out Lotus Path Dision was I didn't want to get hit with Disdainful Stroke. So, his deck seems like the one that has this Disdainful Stroke. So... it's going down for real. Do 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 do. Oh, I do so enjoy Flow Rida. So he's writing into being. This is kind of a slow game. Very amiable. Alright, let's go Gadget, do stuff. Now the question is, if I draw land, do I want to play the Dragon's Eye Savants pre-combat or post-combat? I think I'm going to play him pre-combat. If he has like a counter spell, I'd rather have him use it on these guys than have him use a kill spell on this guy. Also, if he counters these guys now, I know it's safe to swing with my Misfire Adept. So, that's pretty good too. I'll ask him if it resolves. I'll be polite. Yep. Well, time to flip our Mystic of the Hidden Way. And you go bring it in. Alright. So now we're doing pretty good. The reason I'm not attacking in with Misfire Adept is I want to either have like a cheap spell that I can use or some way to trigger this prowess. This could be anything for 4 mana. I also don't know if our opponent has any combat tricks. I'm not willing to waste my potential win condition. Like, Misfire Adept is great. If I can play 2 cheap spells in 1 turn. Like, if I have Crippling Chill Force Away, I can just make my guys fly. Which is nuts. For me. Sure, Singing Bell Strike. Targeting my... yeah, that seems fine. If I draw a land, I'm like if he's gonna keep holding up counter magic, I'm just gonna keep swinging with Mystic of the Hidden Way. Well, we know for a fact now that this is probably Kara Spell Snatcher. Like, I'm gonna force him to do something. It's really what you have to do against these kind of decks. Although not drawing our 5th land there makes this awkward, because if this is Karu Spell Snatcher, he doesn't have the right mana for it. He does have enough to Disdainful Stroke me, if he has Disdainful Stroke. I'm going to run out Lotus Path Digen because it's going to be a constant source of damage, rather than this guy who's probably not going to get up anytime soon. Well, so far so good. We're just going to keep playing stuff and going in cautiously. Is this Temur War Shaman? Maybe? What is this? Temur War Shaman. No. Arashin War Beast. And whenever it deals damage to blocking creatures, things get real. It's going down for real. For real, for real. Huh. So there's a Flame Rush Rider, which I can dash with to create a copy of stuff. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just simply use this Icy Blast. Alright, and they're not going to untap next turn. And then I can actually swing in here for 7. Alright, so we swing here for 7, and then next turn I can actually dash, make a copy of Mystic of the Hidden Way, and that actually just kills him, I think. No, that puts him to 15, and then if I swing, that's 3, 5, 8, 11 points. Yeah, that seems good. And if I draw a 6th land, I'm just going to untap this Mystic of the Hidden Way, and then just pound. Like, if he doesn't play anything, just leaves everything untapped. I know that he has Karu Spell Snatcher, and I'm not willing to let him get it. Please draw a land. I would like to buy a Stocks. Pyrotechnics seems pretty good. But alas, we do not get a land, because why would we ever get a land? We'll swing 5. If he's got Dragon Scale Boon, he's got Dragon Scale Boon. Let's see. If I play this morph, does he have enough to play this and then return all my tapped guys to my hand? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He does. He has exactly enough. So I don't think I can play this yet, for fear that this might actually be Karu Spell Snatcher. But I don't think he actually gets to. I don't think he's happy swinging with Arashin War Beast right now. Maybe I'm playing too cautiously. I might be. I just don't want to play something and like have it just break our backs. Like if I drew any other creature, I would obviously Whirlwind Slam it in the hopes that he wastes the Karu Spell Snatcher. I'll block here. That seems bad. for him. Like 9 times out of 10, this is probably a land. So Ethereal Ambush seems pretty good. He's got 4 creatures. Oh, I don't have enough to kill him. He doesn't have enough to carry Spell Snatcher, does he? He has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huh. Do I Pyrotechnics now? See, now I have to play a spell. Or do I? Dun dun dun! I have him on a 2-turn clock. If I untap this, if I swing 5. But if one of these, assuming that one of these is Snowhorn Rider, I'm looking at 11 damage alone. But if he does that, I can just block Arishan Warbeast if I think I'm in danger of the counter swing, and then I just have him dead on board. I think that's good. I've been told that's decent. Now he also doesn't have enough to just straight up unmorph everything on the board. So we're gonna swing 5 here. And that way, if he does like do some crazy shenanigans, but he doesn't leave up enough to carry Blood Snatcher or Spell Snatcher, I can kill him with Pyrotechnics. And then if he does, like I'm blocking Arishan Warbeast here, I'm taking at least 8. I would have sandbagged that so hard if I was him. He's dead on board. Unless he kills me in one shot. I'm at 17 life. I don't think I get killed here. Maybe I shouldn't have played around Carrier Spell Snatcher, but I think that was like the one card that I lose to. Yep. We got the concession. Whew! We got there. Alright, folks. I will see all of you in round 2. We did it. We did okay. Actually, I'm going to see what these morphs are, and I'm going to let you guys see this as well. I'm excited. So one of them is a mountain, an island. So was I just playing around? I was playing around shadows. Alright, well that's okay. Sometimes you just have to play a little cautious. I think I might have played too cautiously there, folks, so take notes and learn as it were from my mistakes, which is good. But in any case, I will see all of you fine folks in round 2. Hasta la vista.